You are already whole. You are already complete. You have always been whole. You have always been complete. Things cannot exist without being whole and complete. It is the essence of everything that exists. Everything is whole. Things simply exist as they are, fully and completely. Something cannot exist if it is not whole and complete. Everything simply is, and you are existing within the field of everything that is. The human mind likes to give things meaning, give things a story. We need stories to make sense of the world, of who we believe ourselves to be. But the reality is, that everything is existing as it is. And we are the ones that give it meaning. We put labels on the things that exist, on who we are, on anything and everything outside of ourselves. But realize that this is all subjective. It is all arbitrary. Most of the time, what we give meaning to has actually been fed to us from people that we've interacted with in the past, our parents, our family, our friends, our teachers. We actually adopt the meaning that these people have given to their lives. And subconsciously we pick up on the tendencies, the habits, the programming that these people have instilled in themselves. What I'm trying to get at is everything simply exists as it is. You exist as you are, here and now. You are whole and complete here and now. It is only the story that you tell yourself about who you are that makes you believe that you are not complete, that you are not whole, that you are not worthy. And we must realize that things can simply exist without the need to judge, without the need to give things meaning, to put labels on things, to limit ourselves. Because once you label something, that is, in a sense, limiting what it is. If you put a label on yourself, you are limiting yourself to whatever it is you define yourself as. But the fact of the matter is we are limitless. We exist in a perpetual state of being that simply exists as we are. And it is the mind that limits this reality, that tries to label this reality. Whereas in real reality, things exist without labels. Things simply exist. A bird does not label itself as a bird. I don't know if you're picking up what I'm putting down, but we must realize that we have the capacity, the power within ourselves to not judge, to not label, to simply exist, to simply be one with all that is, without the story, to simply be one with all that is, to re-qualify all of the meaning that we've given to ourselves and everything outside of ourselves, to reclaim who you are, to take back your throne, to remember what it is to be and simply be. Without judgment. Our minds are so conditioned to want to do, to be constantly in a state of doing, constantly trying to give meaning to everything that unfolds in front of us. And we forget to be. The foundation from which all things exist is mere beingness, mere existence. And we've lost touch with this, the state of being. The stories we tell ourselves can cause ourselves so much pain, so much suffering. In fact, I believe it is the root of all pain and suffering. For if we detach from the stories that we tell ourselves, we detach from everything that we think we are, everything we are attached to, and let go of expectations, and simply exist in the flow of beingness that we are gifted to be able to experience experience itself, to be aware of awareness itself, to observe what is observable without judgment, without conditions, to be as you are, to be still and know that you are, to find that inner peace and calm and navigate your life easily and effortlessly, the way I believe it was intended for us to. Now, this isn't to say that you should go live in a cave and say life is completely meaningless. We must integrate everything that we've learned from this sense of self, this false sense of self. Absorb and appreciate all of the lessons that we have learned to get us to the point where we have this newfound understanding that we can simply be without judgment. To understand what it is to exist within a state of judgment and choose to instead exist from the state of being, to exist without judgment, to exist unconditionally, and be in this moment grateful for whatever it is that comes our way. For it simply is. For wherever you go, there you are. And there is no changing that. You exist as you are wherever you are. And the story you tell yourself is what causes the suffering and the pain, also the joy and the pleasure. But we can also experience the joy and the pleasure and the gratitude in the state of being, simply feeling, simply existing. It is within the false self, the meaning that we give the story of our lives, that is within that is what we experience the suffering, because of all the conditioning, all the labeling that we put on ourselves. Anyhow, I'm trying to exist in the state of being more and more every day, constantly requalifying, constantly reclaiming that state of being, and from there doing what I feel that I must do, what I'm called to do, what I'm being pulled to do, but without attachment, without expectation, simply appreciating every moment, simply finding peace and gratitude and love in every moment. It is a process. It's not always easy, and it's not supposed to be. Anyhow, I hope that you can find yourself in this state of being a little bit more today. Simply observe what is around you, but do not label, do not judge. Simply look around and see what is without judgment. See you as you are without judgment. Be as you are, still, without conditions, and simply be. Take a big deep breath in. Be conscious of your breathing, of your thoughts, of the way your body feels. Be still and know that you are. Be here and now in this moment, and know that everything is going to be okay. Know that you are okay here and now. Know that everything has always worked out for you. And know that everything will always work out for you. You are exactly where you're meant to be. And you can't not miss out on that which is meant for you. Have trust and faith in what is in this moment. Be grateful for your past that has brought you to becoming who you are in this moment as you are. And be grateful for all that is coming to you in your future, for all of your desires that are coming to you. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. And I hope to see you here again soon. Peace and love.